A new Dragon Ball Z series is something that people have been demanding for years, and we are finally getting it in the form of Dragon Ball Super. Now, many people have concerns that Dragon Ball Super will turn out similar to the way GT did. So essentially what I'm going to be doing is giving my top 5 hopes for this new Dragon Ball Z series. However, I do want to stress that I'm recording this the day the information got released, so if you're watching this at a later time, when you already know the plot behind Dragon Ball Super, just keep in mind that I'm recording this when the information initially got released. So with all of that said, let's get straight into what I would like to see from Dragon Ball Super. Coming in at number 5 is the 12 universes. Beerus mentioned this at the end of Battle of Gods, and he never really elaborated on it. He only said that there are 12 universes, and some of those universes have spawned warriors that are actually stronger than us. And I'm actually willing to bet that we will see some sort of involvement from the 12 gods within Dragon Ball Super, because it only makes sense, you know? Like, why would Beerus bring it up to never see it again? And considering we're getting a whole nother series, it only makes sense to implicate that idea within Dragon Ball Super. And not only that, I feel it would be very interesting to see the other gods' involvement alongside Beerus and Whis, and how they actually interact with each other. I mean, just imagine for a second 12 other gods, 12 other versions of Beerus that are just as strong, if not stronger than Beerus, but have a completely different personality. That would be insane. Coming in at number 4 is Amazing Feats. Now, many people may be asking, what am I talking about? Amazing Feats, what does that mean? And basically what I mean by that is I want to see something incredible in Dragon Ball Z. For example, let's just say a villain comes to Earth and blows up the sun. Therefore, Goku can't really protect the Earth because the Earth can't really survive without the sun. So let's just say Goku has to find out a way to save the entire Earth's population. But how does he do that? Well, I'm glad you asked. And no, don't worry, I'm not going to say wish for the sun to come back. Instead, I'm actually thinking of Goku using instant transmission to teleport the Earth to some other place in the universe. That is what I mean by amazing feats. I want to see something just astronomical in terms of speed, in terms of strength. Now, I don't know how transporting the Earth via instant transmission would actually work, but hopefully you guys know what I mean. Overall, I can sum this up as I want these characters to grow stronger. I don't want them to pull a Gohan and get progressively weaker, I want them to grow strong, and I can actually see this happening. Coming in at number 3 is Oob. Now, many people dislike Oob, and I can totally see why. He really just showed up at the end of Dragon Ball Z just to take the spotlight, and that didn't sit well with people. However, I do think Oob has so much potential within the Dragon Ball Z universe, considering he is the reincarnate of Kid Buu. And I would love to see Oob actually go ahead and fuse with Majin Buu again, but actually have it so Oob is utilized within the series. And actually make it so when Oob fuses with Majin Buu, he actually obtains all of his abilities, like regeneration. Regardless, I am looking forward to seeing what Oob has to offer in this new Dragon Ball Super series. Taking the second position on this list is fusions. Now let's just be honest to ourselves, who does not love fusions? Taking two iconic characters and fusing them together is one of the best ideas I think Dragon Ball Z has ever had. But I'm not only talking about Gogeta or Vegito or even Gotenks, I'm talking about fusing some of the villains together. Imagine if Beerus fused with Whis. Or if there was an evil god in one of the separate universes fused with another evil god in another separate universe. Honestly, I think it's pretty obvious my feelings on fusions. I obviously think they're one of the greatest things to ever grace Dragon Ball Z, and I really just want to see more of them within this new series. So we have finally made it to the number 1 position on this list. And the number 1 thing I want to see from Dragon Ball Super is seriousness. Now that may be a weird choice, but hear me out on this one. My favourite parts and my favourite moments of Dragon Ball Z have and always will be the serious moments in the series. For example, when Goku was first fighting Frieza, Goku was on the brink of death more than once, and it was a very serious moment. And I hope we get that sort of thing in Dragon Ball Super. I hope we get the same sort of style that made Dragon Ball Z great. I feel like Dragon Ball Super has so much potential. I feel like it could go above and beyond what Dragon Ball Z did. However, I am very concerned because I do know that Akira Toriyama is overseeing this. However, I'm just not sure how much of it he is overseeing. And again, this literally just got announced, so more information could come out as the days go by. We'll just have to wait and see. But at the end of the day, anything with the name Dragon Ball on it besides Dragon Ball Evolution, I have enjoyed to some extent. So yeah, I'm hopeful for Dragon Ball Super. I think it can be one of the greatest things to come out of the franchise for a very long time if it's executed properly, and with Akira Toriyama writing all the script, I think it definitely has the potential to be. Anyway guys, I want to thank you for watching this Dragon Ball Super video. If you did enjoy, please be sure to rate and subscribe, and I'll be making plenty more Dragon Ball Super videos as the news comes out. Hopefully you guys are excited. I'm definitely excited for this new series. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next Dragon Ball video.